So one, also find out I'm Alexander Surya, Jayanty mole on the right hand, penguin duck birthmark. As I was saying out loud in my room and as I've written to law enforcement numerous times. Ask these kids about they're playing with my computer right now. It is 109 August 11th. Ask these kids all the different tactics they use to, quote, orchestrate slander lawsuits. One involves hiring terrorists, and hiring terrorists to shock my heart, brain, genitals, fire weapons at me from satellites to put me in fear of my life, and then claiming to be certain people. Then I write to law enforcement and list key suspects. And then they claim that listing a suspect is slander. But if they are names I'm given and they are suspects, it's really not slander. Also, ask them the tactics they employed and the political abuses of psychiatry they employed, I guess, to steal my computer and maybe my Microsoft Word, as these kids knew something about my Microsoft Word and they were doing something shady with it because some of these kids stole my Microsoft Word 2011 and were passing around and maybe it transmits or something, and they maybe use that for slander lawsuits as well, amongst God knows what else. Maybe they're also breaking into my Apple ID, and that's why they had the eye output and the telepathy and cover up that I had the eye output and telepathy, and then covered up that I was a victim of the telecommunications people, because maybe they're stealing my passwords from the eye output, the telepathy for peacejusticeunity@gmail.com Apple ID, while also using the telecommunications terrorists, rerouting two-factor and breaking into my iCloud or iMessage or something. They got some hustle going on. So I'd look into that. But ask them all their little tactics they use for orchestrating slander lawsuits and who hires them and how much money they stole while orchestrating these slander lawsuits and then claiming slander for being listed as a suspect in my letters to law enforcement. I've written to law enforcement about this before in the past. So that's a key piece of this. And they probably got other hustles that I don't even know about. Some of these kids actually even got caught using some account or some game or something and slandering themselves. So that's another key piece of this, which should be noted in their notes, unless these guys have zero credibility. So why would they leave certain key things that they catch these kids doing out of their notes? So I'd look into that. Praise Jesus. So get to the bottom of all their slander lawsuit, orchestrating hustles to steal money that's not theirs. Praise Jesus.